Okay, so in the last class, I have discussed some basic definition of sensors and transducer. Today, I will start a mechanical and electromechanical type of sensor that is used in the electric engineering field. The first is a resistive type or potentiometric type sensor. Second one is strain gauge. Third one is an inductive type of sensor, and fourth one is LVDT, and finally proximity sensor. The first introduction. So any resistive type of sensor or potentiometric type of sensor. A resistive type of sensor is a transducer or electromechanical device that convert a mechanical change such as displacement or into electrical signal that can be monitored after conditioning. Okay. Resistive sensors are among the most common in the instrumentation because they are used for the measurement of displacement and velocity for the and different mechanical application. Okay. Those transducers do not generate electricity, hence they are called passive type of device. Okay, the simplest resistive sensor is a potentiometer, and the other resistive sensor include strain gauge, thermocouple, photoresistor, and thermistor. Okay, so those hello. Okay, first theory of operation. That means a resistance is equal to rho into L by A, where rho is the resistivity, L is the length of conductor, and A is the area of cross section. So the material resistance of the material depends on four things: composition, length, temperature, and cross sectional area. That means to change in the resistance of material, you must change the value of the above one of the factor. So that means change in the resistance depend on the four factor. That means the resistivity, length of the conductor, area, and temperature, because resistance also dependent on the temperature. That means when length is modified, the change in the resistance is that means change in the length is directly proportional to resistance. That means if the double the material's length, the resistance will double. Or when the cross section area is modified, the change in the resistance has adverse effect. That means area of cross section is inversely proportional to the resistance of the material. Okay, if the double the cross sectional area, then the is resistivity. Then yeah, the resultant resistance will be half. Okay, so but change in the composition and temperature does not change the resistivity of the material in a simple way. They have some relationship. So some of the example of resistive type of transducer or sensor. First, sliding contact type, wire resistance, strain gauge, thermistor, thermocouple, and light dependent resistor, LDR. Okay, so some of the application and their working principle. For example, one of the sensor is light dependent resistor. Resistor, that means the resistance fall with increasing light level. That is, this type of sensor or transducer used in the light operated switch as a light operated switch. Second one is the thermistor, that means the resistance fall with the increase in temperature. This type of use for the electronics as a electronics thermometer. Third one is a strain gauge. So resistance change with force. That means this type of sensor used for the electronics balance sensor as a electronics balance. Fourth one is a device used as a moisture detector. That means resistance fall when you wait, and is a used as a dump meter. So first one, suppose one of the type of the resistive type of is called sliding contact device. So I think we have seen this type of variable resistance, that means potentiometer is known as potentiometer, and variable resistance. So there is a long conductor in the sliding contact, that means by varying their contact, their equivalent resistance will change according to because their internal construction is, suppose there is a two terminal A and B, and one is a sliding connector. If you change, then the resistance between A to B or A to W or W to B will change according to the position of the rotating dial, because the length of the resistive element change according to the position of the resistive dial. In this way, the resistance is changing. So there is a long conductor whose effective length is variable. One end of the conductor is fixed, while the position of the other end is decided by the slider or a brush that can be moved along the whole length of the conductor with their body. So this type of sliding contact type of variable resistance that we already you have used in the different electrical application. It is called rheostat. That is used in the, even you have used in the electrical machine lab or in the circuit theory lab or in the basic electrical lab. So variable resistor is called, and this one is the potentiometer. Yeah, it's called variable pot. So between the last two terminal there is a fixed resistance, and between first and middle term there is a variable resistance, and a variable resistance is vary by the varying this pot, and the internal diagram, that means they have a length, and the variable pot there is, that means using variable pot you have to change, there is a rotating dial that change the position of the contact with the resistive element. So this type of variable resistance have used in is called sliding contact type of variable resistance, and that is this device is also used for the measurement of the linear as well as in the angular, for the measurement of angular displacement. Next one is a rotating or sliding type of potentiometer. The unit consists basically a track having a fixed resistance and a variable contact which can be moved along with their along and make their continuous contact with the track. If the track resistance is proportional to the length along with the track, either in the linear or in the angular form, the output voltage will be proportional to the movement of the variable contact, and the unit of is suitable for use as a position transducer. The track may comprise a film of carbon formed by on a substrate or may be a length of resistance wire wound on the insulator former. So by varying the variable contact, that means variable contact on the carbon track, you can change the value of resistance. In this way you can measure the length displacement change in the length, because the position of variable contact is based on the displacement of the wire. That means if the variable contact changes, the length from the point A to the contact between the contact position changes, and accordingly their resistance will change, and just change their finally output voltage. Okay, so hello.
Yes, sir.
So next, what are the application of potentiometer? The potentiometer divider is the most obvious application in the simplest form of two resistors in series. With the input voltage Vs is applied in. If one terminal is used, another terminal as a wiper is act as a variable resistor or rheostat. Okay, and potentiometer were formerly used to control picture brightness, contrast, color, position in the television set, in the That means initially in the television set, if you want to change the channel, or if you want to change the volume, so there is one potentiometer. So using the potentiometer, you can vary the sound of the television set, or you can vary that. That means vary the channel. And low power potentiometer both have a linear and rotating type that is used in the control audio equipment, changing the loudness, frequency, attenuation, and different. So those are the different application of potentiometer. And next is a resistive type of, that means the potentiometer that is used for the measurement of displacement, or used as a position sensor. Okay, so position displacement sensor are basically used for the measurement of movement of an object, and position sensor are employed to determine the position of object in relation with some reference point. It means the displacement sensor is used for the change in the position, and the position sensor used for the measurement from the reference point to the position of the object. That means they measure the distance between the reference point to the position of the object. Okay, so and the proximity sensor are one type of position sensor that are used to track the object that move in the particular critical distance of a transducer. So different type of proximity sensor or LTR sensor used in the different robotics car for finding their path. So one of the position sensor used for a display as a displacement sensor. That means in the displacement sensor, first one is potentiometer sensor. This is a construction of inner construction of potentiometer sensor. Suppose there is one wire or you can say cable, and the direction of the linear motion, that means suppose if you want to move in the from left to right, so the cable will coming from the that means coil, and the direction of rotation, even it is used for a even direction of rotation or in the for the linear motion. So accordingly there is a rotation in the drum and that changes the position of coil, and there is one potentiometer that detect the change in the position of the drum. In this way you can measure the linear motion with help of potentiometer. That means you can measure a displacement using the potentiometer sensor. So the construction of a rotating type potentiometer sensor, that means used as a displacement sensor, employed to measure the linear displacement, and the potentiometer can be of the linear or in the angular form. It works on the principle of the conversion of the mechanical displacement into the electrical signal. That means the sensor has a resistive element and the sliding contact. That means the slider moves along with the conductive body, acting on a movable electrical contact. Okay. The object of those displacement is to be measured is connected to the slider by using a rotating shaft and a moving rod and a cable that is kept straightened during the operation. And the resistive element is a wire wound track or conductive plastic. So the track comprise of the large number of closely packed number of resistive wire, and the conductive plastic is made of the plastic racing embedded with the carbon fiber. That means wire wound track has a resolution of the order of plus minus 0.1%, while the conductive plastic maybe have the resolution from of the about 0.1 micrometer. So working principle of rotating type of potentiometer, that means used for the as a displacement sensor. So during the sensing operation, voltage Vs is applied across the resistive element, and a voltage divider circuit is formed. When the slider comes into the contact into the wire, the output voltage is measured as shown in the figure. Okay, the output voltage is proportional to the displacement of the slider over the wire. Then the output parameter displacement is calibrated against the output voltage. Let me suppose the total resistance is between the A and B, and there is one supply connected between the potentiometer terminal A and B. Suppose the supply voltage is Vs, and this slider contact based on the position of the displacement sensor. That means if there is a change in the displacement, so the slider of the potentiometer will change from one point to another point. That means what is the voltage across the from the A terminal, that means I into RA, that, and total, what is the total voltage? Suppose the resistance from resistance between the slider point and between A is suppose RA, and the resistance between the slider point and B, suppose resistance be RB. So output voltage across VA is equal to I into RA, and the total current, that means total current flowing through this supply voltage divided by RA plus RB. So therefore, so voltage across A is equal to Vs into RA by RA plus RB, and you know rho resistance is equal to rho into L by A, where rho is resistivity, L is the length of the conductor, and A is the area of cross section. So if there is any change in the sliding contact due to displacement, so the output voltage, that means VA, changes according to the length between the A. That means the finally output voltage is equal to supply voltage into LA by LA plus LB. So what is the LA? LA is the distance or length between the A and the sliding point. So that means in this way, the output voltage depend on the length, that means the change in the position, change in the displacement, that is measured in terms of output voltage in DC output voltage. Okay. So it's called, this type of is called second one is strain gauge. Okay. So first, do you have any problem in the resistive type of potentiometer sensor that is used as a displacement sensor? Hello, कोई doubt है तुम लोग को?
No, sir.
So next one is strain gauge. So strain gauge क्या होता है? So if a strip of conductive material is placed under compressive force, it will be broadened or shortened. Suppose suppose there is one strip of conductive material is placed in a place in a box. If you press it just like a spring, so if you press it, they compressed or shorten. If you elongate it, their length will be increases. So the basic principle of the strain gauge is that there is in the construction, there is a strip of conductive material placed under the compressive force. Will be either they elongate or they shorten. If there is a stress is kept within the elastic limit of a metal strip, then the strip can be used as a measuring element, as a physical force, and amount of applied force inferred from the measuring as is resistance. So this type of strain gauge is used based on the compression or elongation of a magnetic strip. So just like a spring, that spring, if you press it, so how much there is a displacement in the spring depends on the applied force. Okay, so this is the working principle of the strain gauge. That means they strain gauge used as a for the measurement of any physical force applied on the strain gauge, and in this way you can measure strain gauge. What is the strain gauge factor? So gauge gauge factor is equal to del R by Rg divided by epsilon naught. What is del R? Del R is the change in the resistance caused by the strain, and Rg is the resistance of the undeformed gauge, and where what is epsilon? Epsilon is the strain. And what is strain? Strain is equal to change in L by L. That means what is L? L is the length of the metallic foil, and del L is a change in the length of the metallic foil. Okay, and that means strain gauge जो है कैसे यूज होता है समझ में आया? Any doubt? So यहाँ पर एक मेटेलिक स्ट्रिप रहता है, कंडक्टिव मेटल. सो उसको अगर हम लोग दो साइड से प्रेस करेंगे या वन साइड से प्रेस करेंगे, सो उसके वो आइदर वो छोटा होगा या बड़ा होगा. अगर उसमें उसको बाहर की तरफ खींचेंगे तो उसमें जो चेंज होगा, सो वो चेंज जो होता है, दैट मीन्स हम लोग वहां पे उसको हम लोग मेजर कर सकते हैं यूजिंग कितना फोर्स हम लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. सो स्ट्रेन, वन ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ स्ट्रेन गेज क्या है? सो वन ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ स्ट्रेन गेज फॉर द मेजरमेंट ऑफ एनी फिजिकल फोर्स. कितना फोर्स लग रहा है वो उससे हमको पता चल जाएगा. ओके, एंड अनदर टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रेन गेज इज वन ऑफ द टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रेन गेज इज resistance type of strain gauge. So the working principle of resistance type of strain gauge is resistance strain gauge follow the principle of change in the resistance. That means it comprises of pattern of resistive foil arranged as shown in the figure. जो ये जो यहाँ पे जो फिगर दिया हुआ है, ये सपोज इसमें इस तरह से रेजिस्टेंस को अरेंज किया गया है. ओके, द foil are made of either alloy, that means mixture of copper and nickel, and are bonded by the backing material plastic, that means polyimide or epoxy or glass fiber reinforced epoxy. That means those are the material used for the use as a strain gauge, used in the strain gauge as a material. So strain gauge is secured to be workpiece by using epoxy or cycloacrine element Eastman 910 SL. As a workpiece undergoes change as a workpiece change in its shape due to external loading. The resistance of strain gauge element changes. Okay, so this change in the resistance can be detected by just using by the Wheatstone bridge resistance that's shown in the figure. Suppose there is one resistance R1, R2, R3 and Rx, and the Rx is indicated by the change in indicated by the strain gauge resistance. So if there is any change in the if you apply any force, external force or any load on the strain gauge, so due to elongation or due to shorten, so there is a change in the resistance. So change in the resistance can be measured using the Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge is under the unbalanced condition. Okay, that means R2 by R1 at balanced condition, R2 by R1 is equal to Rx by R3, and Rx indicate the change in the resistance due to force applied on the strain gauge. Okay, hello. Just and so working principle of strain gauge समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
So कैसे काम करता है strain gauge? हेलो, कैसे काम करता है स्ट्रेन गेज? यहाँ पर एक मेटेलिक स्ट्रिप रहता है और जब उसके ऊपर कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स लगता है तो वो कंप्रेस्ड हो जाता है या वो छोटा हो जाता है, जिसके कारण उसका रेजिस्टेंस का जो है वो रेजिस्टेंस चेंज होता है और उसको ये हम लोग व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज में क्या को यूज करके हम लोग वहां पे चेंज इन द वोल्टेज दैट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू चेंज इन द रेजिस्टेंस एज यूजिंग व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज मेथड से हम लोग उसको निकाल लेते हैं। एनी डाउट? So next one is application of strain gauge. So strain gauge is used for the measurement of force, small displacement, and they are used for analyzing a dynamic strain or complex structure that are used for the measurement of tension, torque, etc. That means mainly a strain gauge is used for the measurement of mechanical parameter like a force, tension, and torque. Okay. Strain gauge is widely used in the experimental stress analysis that is used in the mechanical field and diagnosis on machine and failure analysis. They are basically used for multi-axial stress, fatigue testing, proof testing, residual stress, vibrational measurement, torque application, bending and deflection measurement. So different in the measurement of different type of mechanical parameter. So those are the mechanical parameter and the type of strain gauge. So there are 4 type of strain gauge. First is wire strain gauge, foil strain gauge, thin film strain gauge, and fourth one is a semiconductor type of strain gauge. Hello. So you have any